Good start. Well,
What a beautiful day it is today, don't you think?
I agree.
Nero agrees. It is a beautiful day, and we are going to a car show today. We're going to the Gravity Show at the NEC. We're going to the NEC again.
Okay.
So yeah, Gravity Show. It's hosted by Slammed UK. Off we go. Yeah, how are you today? Tell me all about it. How are your beautiful faces? Or tell me in the comments, obviously. Don't tell me now to the screen because I can't hear you. That sounded mean, didn't it? But we're on our way. I'm excited. So we've stopped at Services because it's time for breakfast. So naturally, I've gone for a vegan Royale from Burger King because, you know, breakfast. Burgers for breakfast. I'm getting deja vu. Didn't we do this last time? When we were on our way to the toy fair, was it?
Every time.
Every time.
Mm-hmm.
Every time we go to the NEC, stop for Burger King. It's become tradition now. Okay, we made it. Oh, what's my hair doing? We made it. And listen to this. Can you hear it? We're going to go and find the entrance. And I need the bathroom. Because that was a very long journey. Yeah, let's go. So we're just like walking up to the entrance. And there's a track here. Like, see all these people. And just as we find a gap in the fence, there's like people on bikes doing little stunts and stuff.
I love bikes. I love bikes.
He loves bikes, and as soon as we find a gap in the fence, they're all the commentators like, yeah, everyone, round of applause, yeah, thanks everybody, and then the bikes go back in the shed. Look. Yeah. Just treating this path like it's just one way. Okay, so we've just seen the drift show. Well, I say I saw it. I didn't see any. My phone saw everything, but I'm not going to know what went on until edit because I'm too short and I couldn't get a spot right by the fence. So
on my shoulders.
I mean, I could have, but I am wearing a dress. Yeah, let's go find some extortionately priced food. Go and look at some more cars. Okay, so we found some food. I'm in the middle of stuffing my face. I've got fries and a hot dog. And then Nero has got a yummy burglar. Is it a yummy burglar?
It's a Diablo burger.
Diablo burglar.
With jalapenos.
Jalapenos. Yes, lovely. Yeah. Okay, gonna stuff our face and then we're gonna get back in. The next day, my camera sadly died on the way home, which was when I wanted to do kind of a wrap up for this vlog and share with you my thoughts on some of the things that I saw and the time that I had. My camera died, so I had the best time. The show was so much fun and I just saw so many cool cars, which you have already seen. There was just such an incredibly diverse group of cars and people as well, which was really nice just to see the car scene, like the modified car scene is very much alive and well. I have no doubt that it wasn't, but it just, because I haven't been in it myself for some time, it was just really nice to be kind of in it again. It was so good seeing a lot of the cars that I fell in love with when I first got my license, which was when I was 17. When I was 17, that was the youngest that you could be to get your license. I know that the age is different in different countries, but I think now you can get your license younger than that, but I was 17 when I passed my test. I got my license, got my first car, which was a 1986 Ford Escort. It was a bag of shit, but it was amazing because it was my first car, right? And it was retro. Back then, it was all about the old school Novas. You remember the Novas? And like the little boy racer, like hot hatches, Sierra Cosworths, Civic hatchbacks, or like the little pugs, the Peugeot 106s. Like it was all about these little boy racer cars, the undercar neon kits, the big bore exhaust, the louder your car was, the the hotter it was. The tinted windows, the 20-inch subwoofers in the boot builds, the little bee sting aerials, and the go faster stripes. Like, it was the louder audibly and visually your car was, the cooler you were. And this to me was like the heart of the modified car scene, because I feel like in the early 2000s and like the late 90s, early 2000s, this is when that blew up, and there was all this new, which we can laugh at now because we know that technology has moved on so much in the last 20 years, almost 30 years. But back then we had all this new technology, like undercar neon kits was a new thing. Door sills that lit up, that was new. There was no starlight ceiling, or boot builds were just beginning to be a thing as well, where people were like DIYing their boot builds. And if you saw a boot build that had like a piece of perspex in it, it was just like, you know, it was just completely unheard of. And like these were new things that people were making and getting really creative. And like the decals, you know, down the side, like having a big old dragon and some fire or something, like decals down the side of your car, that was so new. That was something that previously had only been reserved for like Formula One. It was only seen on the track and on TV, and you never saw it out on the roads, you know, in the street. So this was, I feel like when I started driving, I got to see the birth of all of that stuff, and so that's where my heart is. So going to Gravity Show this year, 2024, and seeing all of these cars that I fell in love with, and seeing the decals and seeing the cars that have been lowered. And camber was not a thing that we were doing then. We weren't cambering the wheels, but you know, the big exhausts and the the turbos, right? And the that sweet sound of a turbo. Just seeing all of those cars. You know, I saw a Nova. I think it was like the only Nova there, because they are very old cars now and they're not really favoured. But it was just really nostalgic for me to see all these cars, and these were the same cars that were on the road then. You know, like they don't make, the manufacturers don't make these cars anymore. So these particular cars are so well kept and looked after and so heavily modified that they're still going now. And it was just so nice to see that these car owners care so much. And yeah, these cars are money pits, of course they are, but we do it because it's for the passion of it. It's because we are petrolheads, right? We love the creativity, and we love the noise, and we love the speed. We're speed freaks. Man, it was just such an awesome day. I am even more enthused to get my next car. I haven't been driving for just over a year now because I haven't had my own car, and I've been relying on lifts and trains and things, and it's really sucked. And now that I've been to this show, I already missed driving and missed having my own car, and I love washing a car. I just get so much out of it. It's one of my favourite things to do on a sunny day is wash your car. And I was already missing all of those things, but now I'm hardcore missing it. It's not like I want a car now, I feel like I need one. So I am going to begin the journey of manifesting my ideal car, and I really want to get back into that scene, showing my car. Like, I used to have an Evo 7 in French blue. Here's a few pictures of it. That car was incredible. It was just so much fun. Obviously went like shit off a shovel. It was pretty heavily modified. I never put it on a rolling road, but it had been on one prior to me purchasing it, and I think it was pushing something like 370. So sexy.
I mean, come on, the French Blue. And at the time was the only Evo 7 in French Blue in the country. I took her out to various car shows over the few years that I had her up on the stand, and she was featured in a couple of magazines one year. And I just had so much fun doing that, and I've not been able to do that since. So I think like going to this show has really just ripped open a can of worms for me, because I knew that I missed this stuff, but actually going and exposing myself to it again has just further shown me how much I love this stuff. And you know, I am a petrol head at heart, and I am a massive bass junkie, and I am a speed freak. So I need a car that's going to tick all of these boxes for me. Of course, I'm going to share that journey with you. As soon as I figure out what I'm doing, I will bring you along with me to find some cars and go car shopping, and then modify my car when I have it. And I'm really excited for it. So yeah, what an amazing weekend it's been. I invite you now to nerd out with me. What car do you drive? Are you a petrol head? Are you a speed freak? Are you a bass junkie? Show me your boot build. I need to see it. Show me your modified car. And even if it's not modified, I still want to know what you drive so I can judge you. I'm joking. So I think I will love and leave you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I really hope that you enjoyed seeing all of these incredibly beautiful cars. Thank you so much to my wonderful patrons and members. I super appreciate you guys more than you will ever know. Thank you so much for your continued support. And if any of you are not yet a member or a coveted patron, then do check out the join button below, and the Patreon link is in the description below. I'm sure you'll find something there that you like. Have an awesome day today, because you're awesome. And remember that you are loved and you are important. And I will see you guys in the next one.